Going to do a live stream about things you can only do with digital marketing. There are quite a few of those things, but the one I'm thinking of is I was with a customer yesterday and we were talking about digital marketing, specifically how to retain customers on the basis of we should try and sell something to everyone who sees us, that kind of approach. And we were talking about, okay, they have a long buying cycle. They're like a household furniture type purchase and a large scale one. And we were talking about people take a while to decide. That's a long buying cycle, isn't it? Which is, I see your product, I'm not quite ready. I wait, I go and look again. I wait, and I go and look again. How do we make sure that when you do look again, you come to us? Okay, long buying cycle. I must remind you that we exist through that period. And that's something you really can only do effectively and cost effectively with digital marketing. And you do it like this. I use tracking cookies. So tracking codes on your website. That means when you go and look at a page on your website, and let's say we're going to talk about, I don't know, a kitchen type. When you look at that section of my website, the tracking code from Google or Facebook remembers you looked at that page. It codes you. I don't know who you are, but Google and Facebook make remarketing audiences. You go onto a list to say you went to their website and you looked at that content. That gives you a category, a type of person. Okay. I can then pay to just show ads to you. So when you've looked at my kitchen page, I can then create a bespoke ad and just show you content about kitchens at the interval of my choice. Not every day. You'll learn to hate me every day, once a month or once every 2 months if it's a really long buying cycle, or once a week if it's slightly shorter. Either way, you are browsing until you commit. If you have a product that already does what you need it to do, you're not going to buy my product and bin the old one, especially in a culture of, rightly, recycling. Okay, you're going to wait until your current product has served its purpose, exhausted its usage, then you will buy. I think there's going to be more of that. People will hang on to things until they've expended their usage, just as a we must use our resources more effectively type culture. That increases the importance of remarketing content, because when you think to look is not when you will buy. Okay, so that's sort of the first level is you look at my page on kitchens on my website. We'll use Google as the example, which is tagged. You tag my as a list. You tag the audience. Okay, you're on my list in Google. I don't know who you are, but Google does. Google knows who you are. When you're logged into Google, it knows who you are and it knows your machine. I then say, okay, just show my ad to people who looked at kitchens. Great. I'll call that untargeted remarketing. Better than showing it to everyone who looked at my website on every page, because then I have very generic ads for a generic audience. It doesn't work, but it's still not brilliant. I show my ad to somebody who's looked at kitchens and only kitchens, and it talks about kitchens. But the bit that you can only do with digital marketing is this. How do I incentivize you to come back? You looked at my site, you went away. I want you to come back. I need to give you something, information, a discount, a 2-for-1 offer. I need to persuade you when I'm doing my remarketing that you must come back and you must give me my money. I mean, I must sell my product. You must come back. And that's hard to do. It's hard to do because we are talking about pricing. Is there anything more annoying, really, than buying something on, I don't know, Next or something, and then you get a marketing email a day later saying you could have had it for 15% cheaper? It's infuriating. That's not Next's fault, or whoever it may be. That's just bad luck and bad timing. But it annoys people. It's like Sky Television, giving discounts to new users, but their existing customers, you don't get the discount. So any kind of what I'll call transparent public pricing and discount communication is problematic because it alienates people and upsets people we should care about most, which is our existing customers. That's what you can do with digital marketing that you can't do anywhere else. I can have a hidden channel a direct communication channel which says, just show my ad to people who looked at kitchens. No one else sees it, right? But then how do I get past that challenge, that barrier of people who bought a kitchen? I'm going to get really annoyed when they see my ad out offering discounts for the same product. I exclude them. And so anyone who's done any kind of list broker work or has worked with databases and lists means I can include a category and I can exclude a category and I combine them and we create a very niche list. In this example, Google, you tell Google to do this. Add anyone who looks at the kitchen page on my shop to your list. Then take off anyone in that list who got to checkout and paid. That means I don't have a list of people who looked at kitchens. I have a list of people who looked at kitchens and didn't give me their money. Then communicate your ad in a very hidden, narrow channel. No one else sees it except the people who looked at kitchens and didn't buy. All the people who are existing customers don't get, unnecessarily irritated by our discount policy and strategy. Now, that is something you can only do with digital marketing using remarketing and list combinations. People who looked at kitchens, all of them. Now take away the people who gave me the money and bought a product. That leaves me a list of people who are almost over the line, potential prospects, customers who haven't gone to checkout. I then push them a little bit harder by saying, I'll give you 5% off if you come back and buy now, or I'll give you 5% off in the future. Long buying cycle. I can't force the purchase. Here's a 2-year window on coming back and getting incentive when you come back. That doesn't annoy all your existing customers, which is the worst thing you can do, but it does incentivize I almost bought from you. I'm going to wait. Wait means forget. I have to keep coming back again, reminding you, and preferably I'm going to incentivize you to cross the line and become a paid customer. You can't do that anywhere else. Hidden communication from the masses to just customers who were interested in your product and didn't buy. I like that one. All right, I will do another one. I call this part 1. Things you can only do with digital marketing, part 1. I will do a part 2 shortly, if not tomorrow, next week, about another strategy, a business-to-business strategy this time, of things you can only do with digital marketing, not offline. All right.